So let me have a look at the chat here. Sorry, just when the cutscenes happen, it's I kind of keep an eye on that. Also, since we were talking about MMORPGs, Dungeons and Dragons Online is free, no sub at all. You just pay for any expansion bits you want. That's pretty cool. See, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot, because like I've heard, well, I don't think it was good when it first came out. I think I remember people being very disappointed, but I think over the years I've heard much better stuff. Kind of like with Elder Scrolls Online, actually. When that game came out, I heard a lot of people say it was awful, but now I hear people saying it's actually pretty good. So, right. PoE is essentially Diablo from another company. Okay. DDO paid adds new races and some subclasses. Okay, very cool. That's what's putting me off with Baldur's Gate. If it's anything like Diablo, I can't be doing with it. Why do you not like the... Whoops. Why do you not like the Diablos? It's in D&D canon world. Okay, well, thank you, Rujrog. I appreciate you telling me that. New dungeons, areas too roguey. Try DDO, but you can't. See, if I had time, I might give it a shot. I don't know, man. My time has just been... I don't know what happens with it. My time is very much like... I think I have it, and then it's gone. Granted, there's a lot of stuff I want to do. Like, right now I'm getting... Sorry. Like, right now I'm getting back into painting minis for, like, Games Workshop stuff. So I'm kind of getting back into Warhammer. I do record games to upload to the YouTube channel. Right now it's mostly Persona, but like I do that. Occasional stream prep if I need to play a game for that. Hang out with friends, hang out with girlfriend, like watch shows and stuff, cook food. So like I guess my time is pretty just like pretty taken up now with stuff. And then I have Final Fantasy 14, which I'm playing more now. I want to catch up to the current content before the next expansion comes out, which will probably be in about a year, if I had to guess. So, you know, if I had more time to play another MMO, though, I probably would give DDO a shot. And if I do, hey, I'll let you know, so then you can tell me more about it. You're always comparing it to WoW. I mean, fair. The Red Dead exception. I mean, that's true. I guess Red Dead 2 is kind of an MMO when you play it online. Red Dead Online, right? It's not that I don't like the game stories. It's more of a top-down play style. Fair. That's fair. I can see some people not really liking that too much. Diablo 3 was good, just repetitive. What Warhammer's you painting up? I'm currently painting up some Necron. Because I've always wanted to have a Necron army, but I never did. I used to have a Tyranid army that I played way back when. I don't have that army anymore, but like I did. Well, I have some of the units for it, particularly some of the ones that weren't painted. But I used to have a Tyranid army. I'm going with Necron now just because I always thought they were neat. I wanted to get some Leagues of Votann, but I haven't done that yet. And plus, I heard they were at the time of release anyway really overpowered, and I didn't want to be that guy. I would like to get what was I thinking of getting at some point? I was thinking of getting probably just some classic Space Marines at some point. I'll probably get more Tyranids again soon though, since they released that new line recently. Megan, on the other hand, because I got her into it, she is painting some Eldari right now. She's getting into an Eldari army. And she has like tons of books now. She's really gotten into the lore aspect. And for fantasy, well, I guess it's Age of Sigmar now. I actually have a Seraphon army that I'm going to be painting up when I'm done with the Necrons. For fantasy, I used to have a dwarf army, which much like my Tyranid army, I only really have the stuff that I haven't finished. Like from back in the day. So, yeah. I might go back to dwarves at some point, though. I don't like the dwarves in Sigmar, though. I really don't like the dwarves in Sigmar. I don't like how they look. To me, they're just very not interesting. So I don't think I'll get the dwarves in Sigmar, but I might get the dwarves when the old world comes out. I might go back to the dwarves. And it's kind of funny because much like how what I'm doing with the Necrons, how I've always wanted a Necron army, but I never got around to getting one. I've always wanted a Lizard Man army. So I figured, since I'm getting back into it, I'll do Necrons and I'll do Lizardmen, since those are the ones I always kind of wanted to get into before I stopped. Necrons are cool, as are Tyranids. Painting flesh is a pain for me though. So Tyranids getting a natural blending on the skin is a ball ache. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I can see that. I guess that's kind of another reason I wanted to go with Necrons, because they seem really easy to kind of get back into painting, right? Because I mean, I'm not as good as I used to be. Of course, I don't know if I have any pictures of the Necron. I did paint one in Canon color, like Canon colors, which I thought came out really nice. But I'm gonna have Megan maybe do up a couple of custom paints for me on like the 3 warriors I got from one of the what do you call them, like starter things. So I'm gonna have her go through those 3 and maybe come up with a couple of, because she's really creative with that, and maybe have her come up with some custom color designs, and then I might paint my army a custom color instead of going with the canonical, like kind of brass-ish silver kind of color. Used to spray paint black, dry brush him silver, then throw on a tint glaze, end up with metallic green Necrons. That sounds cool. I like that. Always wanted that ceramic look though. Oh, that would be really nice. You know, that's the thing. I love Warhammer stuff. Like legitimately, I love Warhammer a lot. Like I stopped being a part of the hobby a long time ago because it was just too expensive, and at the time I wanted to like obviously upgrade my computer stuff and like get more video games, but now like I kind of have everything I need kind of taken care of with that now, and I don't really need to buy really that many new video games anymore. They're not as like much of a thing. Like video games are still obviously a lot of my my time and a lot of things I do. I just have a lot of games that I need to play that I don't really need to go out and buy anymore. And my computer's all as good as I really need it to be anyway. So now I can kind of get back into the hobby and I can justify spending money on minis again. Especially now that I have Megan to do it with too. So it's kind of become a bit of a couples thing as well, right? Where it's like, well, you want to just go and paint and like put together some pieces, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. Then we go there and we don't really say much to each other while we do it, but it's a nice kind of time, right? And you just kind of sit there and work on the stuff, you know? So that's kind of one of the nice things about that too, is it's a nice kind of way to spend a bit of quality time that's not just all video games or like watching a show or anime or something, right? And I know she's very creative and she really likes to draw. Like she hasn't been able to draw for a while though because of her wrists, but she wants to get back to drawing, and I figure, you know, this is kind of a way she could use her creativity too. And she might like the game when we actually play it, because she hasn't played the game yet. She's not really too sure how to feel about the game itself, but she likes putting the pieces together and painting them, and she likes reading the books. So yeah, already that's good enough for me. Of course, if she plays the game though, she likes it, then that'd be pretty fun to do too with her. But yeah, it's been really, really nice just to kind of do that. So yeah, that's one of the other reasons I got back into Warhammer, I guess. But I just love it. It's such a chill hobby. Like legitimately, it's probably one of the most chill hobbies you could really have. And even like the people, like I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world. Obviously, I've only really interacted with the Warhammer stores in my area. But every time you go into the store, like you can tell the people there have a big passion for it, which I absolutely love. Because like it's not even like they just try to sell you stuff either. Like obviously they do, but like, you know, like you'll go into the store where I live and they're like, hey, you know, what can we do for you? You know, we got new stuff over there, we got books over here, we got this right up here. You know, if you need anything, you know, let us know and we'll go and we'll help you with it. Which, you know, is very much like what any business would do, right? That's not really too special. But then, you know, if you get a box of like, say, like a combat patrol or something for someone, and you go up there and you're like, I don't really know what kind of paints to like use with this. You know, you have any recommendations? You'll have a guy go like, oh yeah, this is one that I personally use right there, and then this is one that I paint my dude like this. But you can also use this one if you want, or you can do that. Just very knowledgeable of like all the paints. And then if you want to get like more personal with some of them, like I have with a couple of people in my Warhammer store, you go up to them and they're like, oh, what do you want to work on? And you're like, oh, I want to work on this. And they're like, oh, nice. I love this unit personally. I have in my army. And yeah, they go on about the lore. And he's like, the lore of this guy is like so crazy. And he does this, and you read the book, and this is like the part of lore with this. And it's like, oh my God, you guys love what you do. And that's absolutely perfect. I love it. I love when you can go into a store and they clearly have a passion for what they do. Right? Like, it's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Nice people. Just nice people all around. And the community always seems like great people, too. Every time I've interacted with the Warhammer community in some way, they've always been so, so nice. Sikari says, I was more into the crafting side, too. Playing was fun, but I'm dumb, and there's too many rule monkeys insisting on being right that bring it down. I feel like maybe that's changed. I don't know when you were into it. But I kind of feel it seems like a lot of well, maybe with rules, I'm not really too sure. I think you will have a decent amount of people that probably will like point out the rules to you. But in the communities that I've interacted with Warhammer, you get a lot, like if you go into like a game with someone and you just say, hey, look, I'm kind of new, I'm kind of forgetful, I might not remember certain things. Can you just like, let me. Can you like just fill me in if I miss something? It seems like nowadays you'll have a lot more people being more willing to do that, which is really nice. And from what I've seen with other people say, they say like if someone doesn't want to be accommodating to you and they don't want to like be helpful or anything, and they just want to like beat you down over rules and stuff, don't play with them. And eventually no one will play with them, and then they'll be out of like whatever group you're in that plays Warhammer, right? And it's like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. So I think a lot more people are more accommodating now with the hobby, which is really nice. And I saw on Reddit, and this is something I've mentioned to Megan before too, because I think this is actually a really good example of the community being nice, right? I saw on Reddit a while ago, one of the Warhammer subreddits that I'm in. One guy was like, oh, I went to, I joined this like Warhammer group. And I went and I played some games, and there's this one guy in there that was, telling me how my army was wrong because I painted them in like a different color than what, is like official. And they were kind of berating me about it. I'm not really too sure how to feel. And everybody in that thread was like, that guy is an asshole and he's completely wrong because you can paint them however you want and it doesn't matter. So if he's going to get on you about painting, just don't ever play with him again because he's not worth playing with. And I was like, and it was literally everybody in the thread that said that. And I was like, damn, this community is really nice. And even the store guys and like that work at the Warhammer store, they even kind of said the same thing. Because to kind of get Megan more comfortable with doing Warhammer stuff at first, we went to the store and they're offering like, they do like free painting tutorials and stuff. So when we were in there, I was like, oh, she wants to kind of get into Eldari, and we're kind of getting back into the game. I played it like years ago, but I haven't played it in ages. And so just right then they're like, well, if we want, we can give you a free painting tutorial. And Megan was kind of nervous because she's like, she's always nervous about like messing something up, right? Like, oh, painting is gonna be hard. What if I make a mistake, right? Like that's Megan's kind of mindset, or it was. Anyway, and we did the painting tutorial, and the guy that's showing us is like, he's like, oh, if you make a mistake, you can just go back and cover it up later. It's not really a big deal. And if you make a mistake, it's just what happens. And he was just very nice, very accommodating. And he even said this like without prompt. He was like, and you don't have to color them this way if you want to decide that your Space Marine is orange instead of blue. He can be orange instead of blue. I have this color at home that that I painted my guys because I just like that. So I really like that they emphasize that so much. you know? And ever since then, it made Megan just really comfortable. And even when she's painting now, she'll go like, "Oh, I kind of made a mistake here, but like I'll go back and fix it later." And it's like, yeah, that's how it should be, right? And I tell Megan all the time too. I'm like, because you're new, nobody's first model is gonna be like the way they want it to be exactly, right? But come back after you paint like quite a good few of them, and your models will be like perfect, like display case worthy. Curry says that's what you want. It was probably just the guys at my local Warham place being douche canoes. Probably, right? Like I'd say if you wanted to give it a shot again and you felt like you had time and could do it, I say give it a shot. The community seems a lot more chill now, and it seems like the general vibe is if someone's being a douche, literally just take your pieces and say I'm not playing with you, and go find someone else to play with. That seems to be the general rule of thumb that I've come to hear now within the community. Is it's just like it's no shame in just saying, hey, I'm not going to play with you, taking your pieces and finding someone else, right? Which I think is really smart, because it's true. Yeah, exactly. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home, right? That's the exact way to do it, because the thing is too, right? Like if you're part of the group and they're being a douche to you, they're probably being a douche to others. And if you're not going to play with them, chances are not many people or nobody's going to play with them. And eventually, because it's not like you have to play with everybody there, right? So eventually they'll have no one to play with, and then they'll just have to leave and find some other group to torment, you know? What did you, so Kari, I'm guessing you played like Tyranid and Necron? Or did you paint like a variety? I'm kind of curious. I never actually asked you. But yeah, give it a shot. Like again, if you wanted to. Like I said, the community seems a lot more chill now. I dabbled in a lot of different races. I think that's good. That's pretty cool. Megan's brother also paints a lot of different races. I don't know if he plays the game or not. Megan seems to be kind of on the fence as to whether or not he does. It seems to her like he might be building an army, but he might not have a full army yet. But I've gone to his place, and he seems like he has a lot of units, so I'm not really too sure. Maybe he doesn't play the game, or maybe he has no one to play with. So maybe when we finish our full army, then oh boy, maybe we'll be having like triple Warhammer nights or something like that. Black Templars are cool. Blood Angels are cool. Tyranids are cool. Eldar and Necrons are cool too. Orcs are also pretty fun. Like, I don't know. I like all the races in the game. And to be honest with you, I think if you were to get back into it, now is probably a really good time too. That's when I found out I enjoy painting more than playing. Perfectly fair. Well, if you paint any more, dude, you'll have to show me. I'd be really interested. Get a few small squads, paint them up, and have a very small 750 point army or something. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if you did decide to play again, now's actually a pretty good time too, because they yeah, drop a link for me. I'd love to see. Because because when Megan and I started, like we started in 9th edition. Like when I played originally, I played way back in like geez, what was it, like 4th edition, I think. I don't know. I played it a long time ago. And when I started playing 9th, it's like stratagems and here's this and here's that, and I'm like, holy crap, this seems really complicated. But now they recently moved on to 10th edition, which they streamlined and they made it a whole lot more just easy to follow again, which I think is really good. So I don't know. I'm kind of glad about that. Now I don't got to worry about like, oh no, I'm gonna miss stuff. I thank you. I'm just gonna save the game really quick, and then because I'm probably gonna end the stream right around here. Just for reasons of I played a decent amount, and I got some stuff to do tonight. Funnily enough, Warhammer painting and building is on the cards tonight, so I don't wanna leave Megan waiting for too long. We made some decent progress in the game though. Okay, let's have a look at this link real quick. If I can copy it correctly. There we go. Copy to clipboard. Damn, nice. Hold on, I'm gonna put this up on the screen real quick. Nope, don't want to put it on that one. Man, I have too many things I need to get rid of at some point. Yeah, let's have a look at this. See, look at that guy. That's really well painted. A nice black, good gold. Really nice coloring on the skull. With the skulls. These just like multiples? Okay. Oh, the Balrog, dude. The Balrog. Let's make sure this is all like from you. Hold on. Okay, no, it's not. Hold on. If I click on your thing, does that show you? Does that show me like more? Oh, I used to play the Lord of the Rings version too, actually. That one I think I started with, because I was really into Lord of the Rings back then. So I started off actually in the Warhammer, the Lord of the Rings Warhammer, which they still have going. I might get some of those, and they're really cheap too. Oh, that's looking good. It's looking really good. Current price $0. I'm gonna buy it now. Ah, I lied. It's 270. Perfectly fair. Chewed like hell on the black. Just varnished it. I mean, hey, it looks good, right? Looks really good. Is that like a profile thing? I'm trying to click on your profile. So maybe the site's just busted for the moment, which is kind of a shame. Cause yeah, I want to see more. Link address. Let me see here. Okay, it's just giving me like a semicolon for some reason. Yeah, no, I guess maybe the website's broken. I'll definitely give it a look. Cause I want to see more of your stuff. So I want to keep it open for sure. What if I do it? No. Okay, well, I'll keep this open. I'll try again a little later and just see if it like works. Because I want to see more. I would absolutely love to see more. Got some photos of the ones you have lying around? Yeah, please do. And like I said, I would love to see. I love seeing people's work. I love seeing people's... Oh, here it is. Here's one. Okay, I guess that link didn't work for me for some reason when I did it the first time. That one looks really good too. Terminator. Oh, see, they brought the Terminators back recently too, actually. I like the blood. I like the blood along the eye. That's a really nice touch. That's a really, really nice touch. There's even Anime Warrior with his blue hair and eye scar. All right, that's a blue hair. That's kind of cool too. Did not highlight the gold as with all that bling. Who needs a highlight? True. Wouldn't mind being baby powdered by this guy in out of space. I like that comment. That's a good one. Yeah, really good stuff. I might have to keep an eye on this website too, actually. Yeah, no, really cool stuff. Nah, I like seeing people's minis. There's actually a local store too that Megan and I go to sometimes. We don't go there often. That has like a bunch of like minis on display. They host like Warhammer and Magic Nights. We haven't been to either of them, but like they host them. And they actually have like really good deals. Funnily enough, like they I think, if I remember correctly, I think all of their Warhammer stuff is like 15% off by default, which is nice. It's really nice. I guess they get some kind of deal with Warhammer or with Games Workshop or something. The Chaos Dude has a good comment too. Let me have a look. Oh wait, not this one. Wait, which Chaos Dude? Did I miss one? Something about an Xmas turkey. Yeah, I do like that. I just wish the site would work for me a little bit. Well, it would work in general. The Chaos guy is purple. Let's see, I can't seem... First attempt at wet blending. Now look at that. See, I like this. I like this one too. I know this one isn't yours, but like, it's taken me to media trade a lot. Does he have just like a monopoly on the site now? Or is it just the newest? Maybe just like paint the newest stuff. Or maybe he does have a monopoly on the site. Oh, look at that. Such a beautiful blue. I love that one. I could literally look at these all day. Okay, I can't. I should probably stop. I should probably stop looking. I literally could keep at it here all day. All right then. Well, let me have a look, a quick look-see, and we'll see if we can find anyone to drop a quick raid to. Because yeah, really, really good stuff. I love looking at Warhammer minis. I don't see many people on right now, actually. Toby's playing Subnautica. That's pretty cool. I guess we'll send it over to Toby, because I like Toby a lot, and Toby's playing Subnautica, which is a game I like a lot. So we'll send it over to Toby Scales, who is a fantastic VTuber and a good friend of mine. Good friend of mine. Curry says, thanks for the stream. No, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, my dude. If you do want to suggest someone, I'll take it. Like, it doesn't need to go to Toby today. I can send it to Toby a different day if you want to have someone that, if you want to give me a suggestion. But yeah, I think I'll post some pictures. Oh, okay, as long as you're sure. But yeah, I might have to post some of my my minis sometime, like when I get them done. Just if you got stuck, I could have had a cheeky look for you. Well, I appreciate that. All right, then, friends, feel free to send Toby a nice frag raid. She's playing Subnautica, or they're playing Subnautica. She switch. They switch a lot with gender, so sometimes it's hard to kind of keep some track of. Plus, I know Toby from when they were a she, so sometimes it still slips out. All right. Anyway. Go give Toby a watch. Toby's fantastic. Watch them play Subnautica. Enjoy the stream. Hey, Eshu. Welcome back to the stream. You did just appear at last minute, I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry, Eshu. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. I hate when that happens. All right. Sorry, Eshu. I'll message you on Discord. There's actually something I want to talk with you about on Discord real quick. So I'll send you a message on Discord as well.